They realized that if we take away Africans from practice and move them to theory, we will be creating a labor force for ourselves. So they brought a school system which did not promote thinking but promoted remembering.
Say that again.
They brought a school system which did not promote thinking but promoted remembering for the sake of creating good employees who don't think but can remember. Okay?
Right.
So
Mobo Ghana. It is a castle, or may you hear my Nenam a memoir enquietino. A come there.
Well, greetings to you wherever you are. You're live on For Your One, the Truth Matters show. I am Sika. Stay tuned. If you're just joining us, please do share our stream today. We have so many things to talk about. We'll be with you shortly.
Ghana ba kupe, adishimai Ghana ba kupe, ye wobi wobe piana. Debio. Sikampu anu meya. Adeshimai Ghana ba kupe ye wobi wobe piana. Debio. Any atidene atadwe asichrene se Ghana fue wa broche nyina di dwumedie biaba. Ghana ba kupe aye di embre sumo sisi atoano. Ye bo sai ne se sua huni ni mudi aya kosua ne wa manone no. Ye nyankopon se emra so say yedi ba ye my Ghana mu bekyerechire na nchiri masunya ahoto enti Ghana ma ye wa manone nyina ye nka ye humomwe sadi ebe ya ye da yesu betumi abemu ye die ni mu die ni nyansa na kwaso mu achedodo awa edi efri o mai mu kwa manone no sa na da so wa enko be biara na awra wosam.
Well, society idea you be say or how ben na wom ntina ye tumrika efi omaya anka ye twa obi afunu ma wom akotena obi man so emu awo emu nkukuhwe ase emu obre still yes yonko ye chi so how na da so ho. That'll be my question today. Into also now what joining in please share the stream. Share your said there's a call very far. Na edu Ghana mpenyu for enim. It's on say Ghana maimu nipano. They are suffering. It's about time there has to be a change. Let me welcome Sly. So we'll get things going. Hello Sly.
Yeah.
Apo.
Nyamiadum bibiabo kwa ramosoe.
Nyamiadum, I hope say bibiabo ko. I just can't believe how far we've gone, and this Saturday happens to be the last Saturday of March.
Yeah, I got COVID in Tis, so be I should COVID and head down. Ubi I said, ya near she said, big chum that way. To be any that's Adam said, it do what the coffin. The man, a quantum chance is and so Skadiatianity, CBC Kono, San and Anako.
As a sign, right?
As a sign, COVID Nama, speed Kakrabo.
Make I say, last year before shutdown or Sophobisham comes by 28th of March, we'll do away with COVID, but it seems like that comes number.
Rate number from Kakradi, and so crass a cochran, and Tissa.
Wow. All right. So, I said I love her song because it has words that order to Yamagane Munia Koso Bibeja to quite still things are still the same. It hasn't changed. There hasn't been a change. Baby rescue my life trying to go through Libya to go to Europe. I mean, I heard this video. You can't hold some kakra. Now you did 2 years before because baby call other countries are like in the Middle East and they are suffering. It be lusu omunkwa. It be yadi omuna munkwa sumu ewo ubi mainso. Which is really, really bad and sad. It's so inhumane. But yes, though, yamaya ye free moon, yaman kuyi, and kuyi cry. Mine penyasa more kind whilst he was in opposition. Say yamano. I just love that words, and I keep repeating that till he gets things right. It is his own words, and yamana mekai on one in umasam. It's whatever you say, and one year the bet one kasa until you get things right. Or say yetisikaso, skawo many yetisikaso, and so a comedy. I didn't know what said Banissa. I think said they need to change the name from Ghana back to Gold Coast because Sikampwa no my yeah. That land is so rich and fertile. Even aside the gold and all the minerals and raw materials this country has, the land itself is so rich. And there are a lot we'll be talking about because recently Phil said this mining issues it's been dealt with, but no, Sansamono edasu hoyenko baby eti uwaswa che. No new be enyebi. Na momra ni ntu ye hofo. O man ni ye die, o man nkoso nti ne wo ha. Me pese ye hear video we na ye transfer from there.
It's horrendous. Whatever you think of the migrant crisis and whether or not these people should have made the journey to Europe in the first place, nobody should have to live like this. Conditions in here are absolutely dismal. It smells suffocatingly hot. More than 200 people in here, and between them, there's only one bathroom.
In a room full of so much despair, so long as I'm in focus, this story just sort of tells itself. I pretty much just have to hit record.
We filmed during mealtime. We were told by the migrants that this was the only meal they got. The people who ran the detention centre said that they were actually fed a number of times. They're given food in an enormous bowl that's the sort of thing you'd feed animals with. They're suffering, they're lethargic because they're not getting enough to eat. Many of them are sick. How difficult is it to look after all these people?
Very difficult. They are trying to go to Europe. We keep them here safe to return to their countries.
And are you being given help from Europe now? The Europeans?
Not as much as we need. Europe must do their part and help us.
Alex and Jake were able to start peeling off and speaking to people without anyone listening in.
It was a case of distracting one of the wardens.
They saw us as a window to speak to the world.
The minute you start to speak to these people one-on-one, you start to hear nothing but desperation.
People falling every day because of hunger, you know? We see brothers falling down. We can't even help them. Every day things getting worse.
Most of the people we spoke to said that they were not being well treated. They were being violated and abused routinely.
This is prison. They treat us like criminals.
You were surrounded by the sights and smell of people who were desperate, people who had nowhere to go, people who had no idea where their life was going and where they would end up.
What will you do now? What will happen to you now? Are you...
You know,
we spoke to a large number of migrants who would tell us these stories of how they were abused, how they were beaten.
And they are taking us to outside to work. When we were working, they are not paying us.
So they're taking you and putting you to work?
Yes, every day, daily. Even now, actually, we have some people, they are absent. They are died, they are alive, we doesn't know. They are taken outside. When they are come enter here.
So you're treated as slaves?
Yes.
They were targeted by militias, and then...
Well, what people say, why me this? It's a very lengthy documentary. If you wanted, it's on our page. You can go back and watch it. But I just want us to talk about this. It is really worth talking about. Why are people risking their lives from their homeland? Is it because of bad governance? Is it because of a corrupt country? Of a corrupt continent? What is going on in Africa? That a land, a continent that it is so rich, so pure, with a lot of resources in each and every individual country, but yet still people are risking their life for a better life somewhere. That is because the system is not working. The system hasn't worked and is still not working for the people. Sly, I need you to join in this. Why is it say Africans still risking their lives?
Because sometimes, the way this thing happens, if you are experiencing that, you cannot blame them much, but who experience, and I would think I was saying this. Nobody know, you're not answer with one, and I too, and yes, Johnny, be a pesky Johnny. Name no message now will be nyama. Any experience now be nyawa yani different. Because those days, there was a connection for us to go over to Greece to work in the ships. Now you're quite more shipping. Now, the first group in the coin, they were divided into two. Into when it was going, Nipano introduced it to us, and we were like 4 people, like 4 friends, and they introduced you. Lucky for me, 3 no year equal. First 3 now name friends now. They were among the first batch.
Okay.
And Scar Amoko and I said, yeah, came for 6 months. Before said, yes, Yako. Then Noah make us say, the connection man, the dealers are more Ghana. No, why wouldn't you? The benches scout for we be very emergency. And as soon as I did emergency, I tell the crowd which you have 5 times because opening them. And the information now inside one of them, then they buy him. Let's say withdraw. Let's say,
nobody can do right?
Nobody can do.
Okay.
Some of them were able to, one of them were able to get access to telephone. Unya power, unya phone, utimi frobi. 2, then they open abedi, and abedi open abeda, and they open abeshe, and they open abede. And sir, if uncle would die, no, I, for instance, I have experience of being in South Africa. Me, South Africa, Cape Town, Matra, Johannesburg, Lebron, Matra, I've lived in so many Soweto. The way it is, Muska, you have a catcher, officer at the What we are, what you are,
so is it like too good to be true kind of story? They
yes,
tell you and
too good.
Right?
It's like Mami Kanska. Why we have a bank manager crowd, Ghana crowd, Akuba Ghana, so one bank manager, the real Bessia Casa, no have crabby with Jumako. Well, we have some people who are teachers, some people who happen to be working back any sample for the they follow. At the end, no one here will survive. So now I never acquire apostle as I say no. I don't blame some of them because of who are the choice I don't know. Because God I know one know maybe I want it. And you man you get in creative man who I be. And that the also I so you Pianica. Now I can imagine so be a teacher in that now get you other system. No better survival. That many at least MP Fosika Kusim. Minister Sikakushim, DC Fusikapakum. About the Kamuda. As a common teacher, Obama Kobiase, light in New Hawk. And Quaressia, which be as a form in foot through Metro Paradia, but soon as you between the Kanapokum. Namia Shana Saf, your tram can have and a half. Oh, these are some of the things that push people from our country. Ghana, I never Debbie Cassette. The African continent, you know. Is that the leaders in the airport? Say a mochi in the airport. Scar, a billy say, then the other takas, oh, my Bibarewa, Uma Krabana Beho. On the return, it is a woman Banacraba, Homa Craba, and a Babeo, Amoy. Umana with Timukon and Periphone Fowl. Scar, at the end of the day, no, Sandy Panamo from Omwana Mojo tax. Kakano Beyanuano, what the tax now are buying all their head. Woman no me juma. But at the end of the day, no, they are not getting the services. They are getting paid. They are paying the government. They are contributing to the nation. They are not getting the services. So at the point, how I say, you're begging to say, sanitation in your levy, your car by you, tax account. That was I say a dear plan, you may will say, can't. Ola kwa abu udu akra set work at plan ne from me ho.
Na say set work at ne from me obo.
Baby bia ne from me ho. Sa set work akra. The nyame na abo pa say me ka say nyame na abo say no mas ya ba so but o de mas na kata so kakra.
Nti wonte sent
to me. O do say ka do say.
Wow.
Di twamwa sa no akọ. Aso nyina di petua tax.
Oh, my name.
Oh, my it is in fact, my whole videos be brave. Even to the point to cross a man who crap on the woman. I said, one girl, I'm tell you, we're really gone. We're really gone. And you'll be a dad, no, sir. Omra so Juba, maybe Mayor Juma. Scar, not ask after no interview, no. We decay interview, no. But we interview the profession in India, the Okaka school, a yearly grade or yearly go, we are free. Nurse, no, I don't know yet, no. Scar, I don't know yet, my baby must in Sia, and a woman or by a paraca 12. You're the one. And then she's telling you this is like every single day she's going through. Now go through when you're trying to kakurake. Whatever they promise to give her the crowd, it's sama.
Wow. Well, they tell me share with this, with mining issue, legal mining issue, all the stuff that is going on. Right now, the people in Donkor, what's the name of that? In the Bono region, they are out demonstrating and Donkor Kwanta in the Bono region. Say asase a omodoso and yes asase da hwa hwi nisu omono baye. There is no job in Ghana. Most we farming and people try to grow crops and other stuff to help them take care of their families. Obi Akufo-Addo then ya himfo edi koma foreigners to mine on there. Enti wa asase say ohine kra ni delisi ukra na wadua no baye e wo so anka omuntwempo na ade ni enyini na te ono baye ni mpo na so mbeje asase na fi nsema it makes sense because anka obre no wenya somfa so we de okra o ye ntwen ma do baye no adu baabi na ye ommom harvest ni ye di ejatum ye de machines akosi wo ye twa ni na egu ye wasting no 1 2 ye bese land no nia say water body said around na edem pa ni mpanyimfo ni ahemfo moje e wa asasi so da asasi me ka ho asem yeah we ohene metiase unana na bi ne be kanensa no ni ho na abeto sebe ye wo bia no bia nkura asase na de bae ye betoy enti how wicked and heartless would you be say what the asase amobi so no so umani pano ne bre no nya so mfaso sika kakra foreigner de be ma wunti waje what the asase na ma so mun to go because eno so be nya o shefim. This is some of the things I cost wo many ma e manipa e fasa kwan we so e de ko bi man so thinking say it is all well e wo honom. But that is not what it is. Obi asemendo kan about heaven and earth. This week I trended it was social media. I'll be playing that. But I want us to watch the people of Don Konkwanta. What is going on out there?
Uno East and Kranza South. And I see I was to see yesterday omo person omo yesterday say in Sasibi homes and some I am for Boma I say Mabuno to Mamufono, and yet on notification say I am from the best and no more young Yachintino, you know, nobody didn't come 111. I just say, you have echo, say right, and I say wrong. Because in Tiane, Pine Baba, high Busano, about issue about the dang. Yachana is about den. Over. Yes, song. About Yachaya, who a family. Okay, as I can do this, or Matoni, I'm a profubia. On the way to Sunia. The syphilis. The Siaka say on a for a quiet area. I be site. Okay. Number 2. Your family, Kwame Kim. Areas of breath. We didn't go. You so shy to me who say, and Sassia, I say, a Yaku Juma or so, you do cashew and Nobaya who do be brave. Nayanti, yes, a China for. Abiguswa, Mucha and Nobayanugu cashew, and Nobaya, you no more say no. Ah, mother assassino. Ye nims or mother baby galamsi, and no, and I'm a mabunu, Emranti and Mabawa, you could say, Ye Maquai, Emma, ye bre, I, Papa, my breno, and Yakwa, and Intina, and Neyabigu, say, and Sassana, Yam Penny, Emma, China for a year, you see, no way, boy, a jammed Maya way, Braya bre. Edia cashew, afena cashew, babeson. Amaya be a dish. Amaya be a share, mother, so mamma cashew in a goose, say a band. And yes, more can be a more and answer my mobile. Yapata so must answer, or mamma, you Binsi Guma broke Nina or Machinina. Ya Nunia Becca. To a movie mobile.
Okay, so this is no. Okay, me dance so die cross a bit my basa. Oh, if you say me number a cry so quiet as a number. Do you cry bread be in the bush here? To one of the bomber man say, or much champion. And now I'm a farmer to buy midress of my tour. Jimmy, but 2 or more door moon for no the woman. I'm the trap plow. Jimmy Busan said, I am Rofano, and no chess or coffee. To us all coffee, and I'm saying, then I didn't know to meet cashew, and also winning so mobile money. I'm so more money, minimum. And I just also Mukuntia, dear Chia member. Jimmy so born and I'm going to have money, and also yes, a member. Jimmy Coy, the cocoa born a man, and I just say, Madame Coy and Anna, me so tisse, or Masaba. To Masaba, and I just say, me buy, or buy an Umuchana, and I just say. Me in the Susa, Chess and audition and Kura school, no near the idea, no one near the Bibia, and our Brunino Mujay. To Mujay, no Kaka cried the Hoy. Not just said the Omochano and the doors. We ain't sure Omuchani, I know on the Bible Suya. ma o mu ja e dia nyen ko mo kan yin
me awe say o mu ntimi nya bibi say obi asa without permission nti wana ma o mu za permission ko
o mo dia ka san yemu no o mu kire say nkuraza hema na di asase no o mu to firi ne ho o mu to yeso o mu to firi no na o mu so o mu be yeso adwuma na o mu ba so na bibia wo su bia de e so o mu twatugu
so papa e kere ka hwa gu yi aya busua bi dia ana abusua bi de ma na say onno so no didi so no ma ne bi ni enti no de minim ni say Ghana ha no emretia say yeto asase me asechama no no me ne eji wo sbi adwuma Ghana mremu no yenim bebre 1992 constitution e kire en say yanton Ghana asase yedema han yetibiri che me ba ana mo fa ase bi beto ade enti yesre Ghana ban ene ne mpanyimfo say tumi a omde ya emra no omman nya adwuma e kire say Ghana ha ya yedoi ye pe bosia wa manone a ye de kuadwuma ene ko pe bosia na obi ebre ne mojani aye ne kuadwuma ama kashu na so efie num se efie ziani na se ni papa ko fotim betwa kashu ni gu a anu anu na me hunim na nsasema ewo ni pada se ni etim tie sra Ghana ba ni mpefo ka bi bam se omommoyen na panyin na madini sa nyamra sem no empatade bia se mudi ma no ama na kuma ane ne kra ton ho bia no ye se mpefo se omomram na oni pa ko odi sa adwuma no ye fa na fa mra kwan so na emra ni
well you just say I some now album so I don't even know where to start or where to begin because so hima de asase bema na wunim pefe asase no obi mu de listen no or doso udua no mai and the instructions were when you get on whatever is on there just destroy them and use it for what you want to use it for. Sly. Some way and consider ben but I didn't send him away that's what Ghana.
Scadabia me can say Ghana Mresitiano. And it's the constitution Citian and in Sassamon Citian. Even Akufo-Addo as a president, all to be funny sense in the book. And Pokrobi assassin Kodia assassin. Abra will name a man point. And I will do Kuruno a man point. They can be President Bien will bet me a co obi assassin so. Koye Bibia, Akonyano, and free or here no more. A dear time make us up. On the baby, I must see, I don't do something to him anyway. Because it's easy. Because as I say, what as I say, and one crowd time, listen to one you know. Or here a sign. Or here a sign. And that's all do chrono and a sign. It is all do chrono or here be a heart. Or when the man who say a puna. It doesn't matter what Messias assassins abra or Hiribi anazo or Titribia was assassin so. And that Kuromo Ama.
So in this interview, you know, Dipane can say or hima a wong kwanza, so that means you're more lani your media, right?
Yes.
Or no man who quine. Nanaka minim senka service be a paramune that hatlessa and come badia or more badaye. And omunim issues also with all this mining and stuff near Eddie Ebo many yensas and almost say no almost say you so sikasen kwa and umbetia a man for her to give out that land out what me call him to say would be a dosso to tell them to go and do that.
Look at we are be almost assassin poto. There will be a journey castle for 5 good years. 5 good years. The castle is Kamudia, or we are dreaming in your comedia. After 3 to 4 months, be a wood dear broom. In the castle, no mutual broom. Not baby or hard, who was about dear a beast. On the other side. And your multi beans was here. Near Bruce was here. Open the castle. It is highly panoa. What tuna no be nebuno. What can the beans? What can the burro? What's the castle nebu? Me want the better survival. Ska ya kasa na ye ho bro. Ya kasa na ye ho abona susu ya pen for bedu mrebi ska insu ta ko nchenya wo de wo. E bedu mrebi se pen for na hwe ade ko suska. Era enkaye. Ska wa hwe ya enkaye se maburu na leader ho. No mo sorry jam na so ska enkaye. Because we are cause 7 tafra nyansa se bia ni. So bia no adwa utumi tugu na akoma hoho wa bonte.
Me ti bi krada. So before person mo call abrofu krom. Mo prebi no desperation baby kwan mo fa so kra na edin and for you to even get there. What me story prekopa ko China. Ako no masas bi so na akwa to bibi wo so say wona ayo hoho na this car bro mo so this is what our person we yana.
Ska me say want to me have one videos me obi send me committee by sister obaje say even almost some of their shopping mall almost some pay tuntum for
pay tuntum for
no ye tuntum asabo ye tuntum na wo come ho a work out also abandon say young work out and they were watching them out.
In this case we are that racist. And dead and a Ghana, dear mom who came mom better no massage so. And then you the corona kwa jebosiana.
Now that's some damn kind. I can't that. Say, I won't be a woman, dear Kakrum, no Ghana, you dear Mexica. No, you're made in China because we say, dear, we'll go that come on Kurin China. A Munipani and Tony.
The way they come here say Munipani count because the way we see back now, mo be fast I say, I ain't no mo pay and be the money money woo, exercise I no be call now Munkwane gu kroneso. And no pen and on a hornament tiase.
Ska, I'm gonna walk right there. Okay. Now, what is the story behind that one? I want to be called a class no mark for Babako. China for being seen. No, the Banaba to hotel Bako. China ni be a beer about for Babako. No, I mean, be a new pension. And I don't know, be trouble.
But say, Bema crab called China mem. Now, one time we got this story. Ghanaians wakakofa China ni ba or China and Omukuno. Why? Because they're not supposed to date blacks.
Oh yeah.
Because of skin color.
I'm still yes, and correct.
So you understand ambe.
Me say me Ghana ni bi ye adwuma. Me Ghana ni bi ye adwuma. Oni Chinese ni bi din komo. Apese one ne ware. Ghana catch the plane say. Nipa do kase ne nye ne ho ana obo. Na so ware na wontim fa ne kodikuru. Ana ba ware no kura nikwa so obo na busuafo amade. Ka wetimi ni China ni awo makoma 10.
Ba ware pa e fe na ware do ntumi ware.
Utumi fa obo sansin bo so ware. Ala sa Chinese nso okọ China. Sa para nkwa help ntumi fa ne omo nko.
Wow. With this same mining issue, there's another video that I want us to watch. It seems like mine. Let me say yaton. I can't to me move say Ghana ne yaton. Yeah, we'll find out from this video. Just let me know your views on this. After this video, we'll get with our correspondent in Kumasi, see what is going on. Yenyan and Tia said there's been a gas leakage. Well, Kumasi, Patamu, baby. We'll get more information on that. But let's watch this.
Immigrants are arriving here every year, many of them hoping to make money. I was in Dunkwa, 6 hours drive from the capital Accra. I'd heard that hundreds of Chinese miners had arrived here in the past 2 years. Their presence in the town was hard to miss. It even has a Chinese supermarket. Dunkwa is a boom town. Its streets are lined with shops offering to buy gold. As soon as I arrived, I heard 2 Chinese miners had been arrested. Outside the police station, I met Francis Akwa. He grows cocoa, one of Ghana's biggest exports. He said he'd arrived at his farm to find that 2 men had driven a digger onto a field and started to dig for gold.
They have excavated the land, destroying the cocoa farm.
He said he could scarcely believe what had happened.
It was a shock to me. Because that is my life. You know, cocoa farming, it's a future. It's my future. They have destroyed my future now. How will I get out for my children and wife? It's a problem now.
The miners were in the station, but the police refused to let me see them. Off the record, a senior officer said that the area had been swamped by illegal Chinese miners, and he didn't have the resources to stop them. Only Ghanaians can get licenses for small-scale gold mining. Foreigners can provide equipment and services, but just 75 Chinese people have legal permission to do so, according to government figures from August. Ghana's Chamber of Mines says that thousands of Chinese people work in mining. I left town to track down some Chinese miners. Deep in the forest, I could hear an excavator at work.
This area used to be covered in trees, and now, as far as the eye can see, they've been cut down. These huge pits have been dug out, and they're filled with water.
In the heart of the mine, Chinese miners were digging up the gravel. They were looking for a heavy black sand that contains gold ore. Gold mining is hugely profitable. Because of the global economic downturn, its price has doubled in 4 years. 40-year-old Huang Renzhong had been a tea farmer in China. He said there was only one reason he'd come.
我们过来就是为了生活，为了养活一家人，为了挣钱。
He said he was paid about £120 a week, much more than he could earn in China.
Why do Ghanaians need Chinese people to come here and work on these mines?
这个我不太清楚。反正来了这里，他们也对加纳人也有好大的帮助。
He worked with 8 Ghanaians who came from another region, but he said there was tension between the Chinese miners and people from the local villages. There were several empty shotgun cartridges on the ground around us.
Why do you need to have guns here?
我们买枪是为了防你们本地人来打劫的。
There are regular reports of Chinese miners being robbed for their gold and the money they earn from it.
Is it legal for you to be working here on this mine?
我们是来打工，我们管不了那么多，反正老板有活干，我们就干。反正那是老板的事情，是他们自己处理。
The Minerals Commission, the government body that grants mining licenses, told us it had not authorised a mine here. Off camera, Zhong's boss admitted the mine was operating illegally. According to one expert, 95% of small-scale mining is illegal.
Well, due to time, we'll make this video available on our page, so you will have time to go back and watch the whole documentary. But this must stop. This documentary was done, I think, probably in 2020 or 2019, but there are still currently Chinese miners in Ghana. Meaning, Sanka Kroa Ufrisono, when I was so every right to be a miner. Get all the permits that you need, but to extend that to foreigners, Omobanswa, Omun treaty memfoni. Ninyanane say your leaders and now ma allow this is going on. Plus ya handful. I wagana mumo mine. Mumwa mumemfo. And consider me will this continue. That's my mechanic say you keep put this Nanchiba for no munyasa say entnaso. Because mubeye say ya if you would be fee in wood mamma baby be any pattern, baby drew mudan you said dino mo almost see was assassination as no gold war into me baby dream a dino no more to gold so if you and then I'm more train ama and what happen and some what to one among you penny for I woman. That I can say Ghana for purpose. Like they always want to be. I have this position. Men are yelling at me. Kusku wa ha ma kusku wa brechery. So ni akosuya ye ni nyina no. A odi ba o memu na dem pa na odi ye. All you want is people to hail you, to bow down to you, but the right thing no mpesa mo be. I need your reaction to this slide.
Now the okara the kura se nipa oboka kusua moma enya Ghana keke. So what to kwan e mpanifo bi atra US, e bi atra UK, e bi atra krobebre so o abrochi. Mo sia de sabi mu kura de tumu ho dwamani se mo kura mo tam mo kura mo kasa na mo na mo kira brofo na de. Na se sabroni na wo kira na de ba e wo nkurum no o de ya de pa. Na se wo otuku okurum akonya prepanyini bi di na kwase asem na sabita fracha wo di dia na wo suku ni wo nyansa na nyame de mo ara ni sei nipa wo se na wo numa de eche no sabi ye huri se obi anuma de eche no bia wadwunu mu do chen
oh yeah
na wadwunu mu do chen obi na se sabi wo nyansa che nipa na se sabi pa na wo wadwunu do chen no timi de ni adwene na agofom no e de ya de pa na wo dwene na wo soro wo de ya de fo a ye musa nsa mu ye no mu gira bia ne sei
na say Africa na ni bien traso ni ye hawa na say I don't know what is going on with that.
Ska ya bro, this have nothing to do about their knowledge or their intelligence. And you're greedy and selfishness. Ska do what I say. You pay for no mobile move in New York City. Omo hu kwano. Hotels na go no mo hu bi. Say the colony city no mo hu. Omo metra mu. Omo ko restaurant in Kodidi. Omo na abafo bi kasa, omo investors in kasa. They don't know how some people make it. And now person people acquire the Facebook page. O person who the way o sis e make ya o kwa gogo ho. Obia sika bia when the bia businessman bia acquire of us so send the business is group bia o kwa awo ho internet o betuma he itu person church o mo kenka won ti ase. Aya pro ni so ye na ma ye di free Ghana free ase ba yina pia yo ene ya betum ne ye do bro koko anka enu ya bedu ne na se ye na ma yesa na bedu mu panifo iso mu na nanom yesa na sa bedu mu so na mu si ntwan gu o nyame hwe wo mo ska na me ka no emire beduru a ebafro maburu no on there enkwanta from no ye no emire beduru a ebafro wo mo what I said ebafro wo mo hwa say we see gunshot bullet that down who knows am conform ku wo
I said na nipo interview bi say I don't know what some dey etu eba ho some it woni say kwan am fa aso am akwa asase na am dey do obi asase a odo sudidi na ma betu na mo aye ne sa entu hwa nipa ni nani beje
enye ne pampa na fa so o say e ba akonfo be na wo ni wole ma nipa na usitu ha na be wi obi asase wa wo fi ko ma be ye illegal money no I don't know to me not to Kurusna, one for assassin. I went to what kind of broken. Why are you will be? Why in a young uncle? Scott, why are you young uncle? I am sitting baby. See, and then I profit baby. They are doing this documentary to open the eyes of our leaders, to open the eyes of our leaders. And who say, I dear personal, and yet. As we say, you make one be a brony, maybe a warrior or in life. Intina video in the bar, like a we preventing say video, no, and my one tempora. Look at her. I am a son. Stop getting a excavator. As you are 2 amena, a cough no, or that's tuko, or that's tuko. Sasa singing, Sasa so to me find a video.
It's a photo when I was here, the money and paying for because they have to be able to solve this. Because I check amount for Kahonsem, but it's still the same.
Scott, median, the say illegal man in India. And a young from Ghana for 9. You say, yeah, one bro. A year assassin and yes, son. And to say, I say assassin, yeah, a chinabi, a comedy, na, assassin, dear goose, you young Pokoma. Yes, we do go so na we kokoma. Enti ye fama Ghana for no preku. Ni wo se Ghana for wo ho no ada ye o ma de.
Yeah, I say asase, right?
Yeah, I say asase. This guy go for wo ho aba. No be asase. Oba ni nyeme ma wo ho. Oba kunkunkuru tima mu fo ba kunkunwa mo. Na at the end of the day na achina bi nyetimi fa asase nya me de. Ska nyansa bi anyu. Yeah, America highway. Ska omu so mo petrol. That. Corridor highway. Omu petrol. Asase the petrol. That. It has been reserved over 100 years. According to the history, over 100 years, and we discover it.
And so we go 2 years, right?
I went 2 years. Just I think this year or last year, and then they started omu per machina. Instead of some between the surface, no, they will go deep. Amu fancy assassin. Aye tua how be. Obatima reserve over 100 years. Then you who na sabi etu. Ko who serve petrol ba na then my you petrol ketua bi ban so bi ania ya ka fa fufu America China ho awani abeja ye tua e to de bituma tua afi no bibia no nya assassin no.
Yes, and you have your cover before, right?
A job of your cover before. Will find your refinery as you two petrol the Bible cheap.
Then what's the name of the refinery?
And then they asked, the most certain say, there are people almost one of a gary, echo refinery for waste. So now, before they can do their job, whereby other people have imported, or my friend. Import petrol be the about no more refund the home. Say, yeah, what you refund the one in your papa.
Say because equipment no maintaining. I say, now.
What do you need to upgrade it, to repair it? What I say?
Well, I'll let you go take care of that situation. But we have this video about a gas issue leakage in Kumasi. Mpese yokore sa video no. Well, that was a little video on a gas plant in Kumasi. What is going on? We need to find out more. So we'll be getting in touch with our correspondent in Kumasi soon. We're trying to connect him for him to elaborate. Okay, I think he's on the line. Hello, Kwame. Mwakwaba.
Maji usu assume deshe.
Kumasi boko de.
Nyami adom. Ikrekrem.
Umani yenyan said there's been a gas leakage Kumasi mpate baby which me abonnet of my what is going on?
Me that's it. Me say aja mudi de yakwaso Ghana bia no motete ho nti video no kra monsa edikan aka bi dada ya bema wona ehwe won hu sa gas plant na yeguso a ye di eho enkomoyi na mini abasa obusa ya na tietia ene se okokuma kejetia edwafofo ni mu a eja bra mpanimfo dwa no na omu sa gas plant no ewo hono na omu ye se de be ya edwom be o restaurants be bia omanfo betena didie ne omo mbe no nuane aka ho nti omo mbe no nuane ese oma bie gas no e de ama wo no na e fa system no ma no mo so nya be de ano nuane na free say obi edwa no gas no won share da emie ma edwadefo no edwadefo no bia so an gas na odi akọ ehọ no na kono na diane eno ana na nsenya ne ntie se on aba be gas e de gu system ni ma na gas plant ni ya kombe na omo ama na ye adwuma e wo dwom ho no edwadefo ma de betu dwa se o ma se gas sent bi e bo ho na gas leakage sempanifo anhwe na o ma nka ho asema ebetimi ama eja ato edwane mu na arehosem ne de ye hu kura sa ho se be gas plant ne wono ene ebe hu no beti akire e ton gobe wasoko porto obi nso ti akire ono nso aso ni jani ade a kyese na ha adwen ye pa eno na bra asentrefo hye mu koso na adwadefo no eye sesempinifo anhwe no man kan wonum eno benya hawo no na na no efiade ya na se nra Environmental Protection Agency EPA for omone National Petroleum Authority omo anafe fire service Ghana National Fire Service omo ina ba na ekodwom ho afe National Disaster Management Organization NADMO omo nso no mo ka ho bi ya owura kwabena senche ye regional director we EPA nso a regional director no ye owura Samuel Oten omo ina ka ho bi a omo ba na ekọ edwom ho enyem ko inspection no ya ampaniampa NADMO penino ni edin komo no odi tuanim se valve bi a omo change no ena no how e wo ho enzabre ma so ano a gas leakage no nya de bekosu nemum Environmental Protection Agency de atudwa se ebra na omo ade gas ne beguo ne ade no omo amon amane ti sabre ma behwe omo behwe se safety measures bibia be ko bi ansana omo de gas na aye adwuma omo tumi ade aye entuma ka cheke tie adwane mpanimfo se onum nyina emfa enkrata omo enkoma National Petroleum Authority NPA4 na NPA4 sense ase nya wi hu sampa ombetime bi gas na omabie timi ya ba so busa ya ne tintin tiatia ne tekesne mu ana dia ma efa kejetia gas na hono video ni bi wo hon ma yiri se wona peso mu hono ombehu be gas no e wo kejetia foforo ni.
Well, so New Canada, but sitting in that seems like Ghana near no man's land. Say, baby, I see gas plant AC, so you had a cropot, you could see a bill cotton hoodie draw. And now, more boundaries, how close they can be. What is the educational deal on that? People want to get close to it.
The only say, a man for the recreative, many sure, sir, only say a gas. So the Okas education, also education, of course. And in situations like this, your assemblies, your authorities, I mean, your agencies are also moving side you. For instance, so EPA, NPA, Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, and market leaders Nankasa. Omu ina ohon na also moshe. Na sa nyema we o ejuma. But the thing is, so bet me ka kire say sa gas cylinder kakraka wo hono na ya the gas be 10 cubic meters ni ade gu hono na obubia kro ni gas wo mu ejede phone ni gas wo mu ni ade ni se leaky ni ade a wo mu hu a at the blank side of NPA, at the blank side of EPA, it tells you to say omani wo mu no you don't want to because the gas will so explode there. You didn't give a see. There's no can for EPA for be mu chirima education ni ade on ba be na afensu not move for direct say care me into omo tsa e fa ho nyina gas no nche ho nyina se be ye obetimi de gas no aye adwuma
ye den hame aseso mu tu ho anamo ebeboa ehofo no na. Was that related to market demonstration omo ye this week nana?
Well, na ka ho ajedifo no omo aye nsenchirefo nhye mu na obo okugyan mu. In fact ekọ ebesin ekọ shops ahodo na kogyan da so ebobo ho no ma omo chiremu a omo.
I think we're having technical issues. Let me see.
Yeah, omo ba yie no.
Okay, there. Yeah, kwame to us mami. Well, yɛbɛma Kwame a position ho yie na yɛasan a contact ne back. Sly, memo abemu ɛwɔ ɛha on this issue.
Said the Ekano, Emra said that Yetuma. Unye skaka krebi na nya fiba kubi na unya oka bia sabi kofu hu ebe kotokoto yesa bia 4x4 bia. Ska utimi ye de open. Now look at the big market like this. It is a Kenya me fa sama and aka share. Ska obi anu ma besi bia ya asekwa. Asekwa. Because Ghana insurance bia ni that source.
I was just about to ask him now the line to know. We'll try to get him back with
insurance.
Ready.
Ska insurance ni ho. Insurance ni bia insurance company be na be cover Kigetia. Now, Kokova stop a child with me. Because they know said the market will be me. Nipa be correct me abroad the jacking. I saw a cake. They are aware. And you know, insurance company be and Obama sa coverage. I was no. But the point is said, it's a whole company. Now look at the tank, how big and tall it is. Now we fill it gas up. You don't so gas into gas from when you're free. Now, baby, I'm going to no reason to say because when you say offer gas from a company beer, you must sign location what they call. And you know this switching in your anchor, you have to do. They say I'm going to say, I say, some of us, we have to keep on voicing out. I say to me, ma, you do them because Sky and Koye. And no member who are in Koye. Some individuals be.
Yeah, now the phone when they need answers. Okay, I think we're trying to get Kwame back. Hello, Kwame. Yo, I'm say wahuman aye. Maybe slice or question be about now. Or the KJTI issue now can't say now on farmer.
No, Scott.
Only question be okay. My question to you on this issue, so market other traders insured or more any form of insurance be now for the traders or more money stores for honeymoon.
Per more allocation paper in cratasim crack traders media. I'm yet to see insurance package be say so. It's a be a trade and ankran crabby and Abeko now near my or shop mono Obeko na or the akoshe and any insurance package and no wow. And based on penfos mania and say the entire facility has the edifice and I say if January yet then we see one sir my insurance at to insurance to some and the omo enyama sonte. Now you're the first one who came in and said one nsuo to a nsuo ne eyiri fa dwom ho no videos ya mamu bia mo de kan hweda da eno am se mpanifo anka o mamu 2 week ultimatum na so mamu na otwemienu se o man siesi isa ha na ama wo mo a ene wonum ebeto mogumonten so ayo ye kire won se session su tobre mu enti eno yo mo ha ba ko ana afa mu se nkane abo ye wo dwom ho no eye twamne bo a che se ano den dodo eno ntino omum mpanifo he na store ba ko bia onya ne mita we over 8,000 shops are omunya isu mita ba ko be on ba etimi ba 3 billion etimi ba 2 billion a month na mse debi store no obia nya ne mita ento obia nya ne mita na ye ba na ye isi je se wo be tiesi didu o te debi o smesi be tiesi didu nu a ono na mse no na ye nya ne mita enti ba sa omu betimi enya mita na omu de ye adwuma ene ba ko nso a wonum eka ho asem ana sa gas leakage you so anu so omu eka ho asem a na omu kika ni awie na NPA for ko ho no na no fie dance no Public Utility Regulation Commission PURC omu ekọ edwom ho ne ejedifon ko hia ekọ hwe omu bills no ya omu no mehia ehwe kwan pa omu befa so na enu nso omu aso ano edi amomu so press conference omu ye ko bie ene wo ye kire omu ye so mbe ya sa ensem enya ne mpanimfo a omu so omu bemu no mabem na ye hwe so mdia no ye papa ebe ma wo mutiminia so obusa ya na ne yekoso ewo kegitia edwem no na mede ama no kedefo chima na otwemienu omo hawa ya bosui empanifo anya enyi koyan bo ebe den e okumase ene ne montene so.
Wow. All right. Sly, any question on this?
Aska, whether I mean, me team permission be pass over 8,000 stores. Now you see 1 meter. Inti, anya requirement is to be a 1 meter or face rate. Inti, is there anything now? Omo design be sa, and omo to design be sa. Now, on the question, how did they share? Omo check a in say, Bill, omo check the same amount. O stock say, and answer can you boom, and I said, Juma away.
Many manager ya oda January no owura Akufo-Addo for edin kuta ho e wo saade ye free say the 4 years ano na asama odi tu many say ba ne ba omo free market leaders no na ede di kan kra be no ba yo mo so mbeche no omo free market leaders no eno mo trase ana omo nya ye zani omo nko electricity company of Ghana ECG for office te bro mo ko ECG for office no ECG for AUSU points obia AUSU e won shop wo ana on e de echebel no na before that no ma fa over 8,000 shops ni mu nyina ehun obia nyema owo okay shop number 1 or fridge ana oni fridge ana o bob baako afi with the bob no twinchen ya or fan afi o the fan twinchen o use radio ni ade ni account points we use enti o mo count ni nyina so mo ko ECG wo enti ECG ana yes okay saade ya point baako bia no per ball na aba no e bia busumi point baako bia 20 pesos na nti wo point ni inside so we 60 pesos sa no me ya obe cheye no chem say omo cha omo free market leaders no leadership na da no no ma transfer no ma sesen no bia enya ne depending on enyema do a we use e wo ho no mo enti eno aya asema omo dia tudwa me nia bema.
I said, be a horse, so what me who be sad and points. I went in a move for my individual. Say, be a store, be a instead of somebody back number channel. So ECG is able to locate, we were 3 points, we were 5 points, we were 6 points there from their own location. Because we are like a scar, you betcha a big tribute. Some of the market they will pay. On the time of
and that's like I was some yen in a way, Sanko be a one in Midanka, no, we used to know some and no utia. So, Kwame, maybe so, doom son so how more market one mana.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, anyway, yeah, no, dear, doom so the one, Hano. Is that yet doom so no? Say, I said, me and so doom. You all can almost you do so. What comes so? So, and your baby is so doom. Baby is so doom. A Jan say, can you dumpa jai. Who you soon? Anna doom son no, and ya a honkwa, Zedi Kumasia, Miahudo Bebre, Greek of Fabecasa say you do so. Na a Numahudu be Moyenamo, how naba. Now, so say you more say, deal, Egana for the Dasa, I will near Sieniano. I say, a comedy and our major, it doesn't can you naso. A sort net doom press, sa, and you also because so.
As soon as you disco like.
Chicha mi musa wa yikakra o ka sensu to ayiri wo me pacho mi musa musa what do you show no a is there any way am betimi aso sade na na say dey say aye ne dey enya don betimi because I know say we dey dwabi to say na say o ma gates no doso na ensu no so direct no for one side bibisa ho and I say quite like a level grounds be a in soon to there's no way so bit my resolve and assemble solve that problem.
A can be also to me resolve that problem because engineers never age and a contractor age man or no yes a second phase of Sakiti redevelopment project or more a central market one mono. Now the only a jano a do baby no a sort last floor no baby hold my oman kataso baby kataso baby oman kataso no ana also to a irifa honmon ana down floor no so no according to market managers nature man we have got as a hodu etwa adwan ho hia se bia ufri cultural center na usane na se bia obi nso efri zoo side ho na usane aba nsuo no eto a sa gates ni na choki enti etwifa ho na bewre edwanim straight ebasa na down floor no so no omanfo shops ahodo na enso no etwifa no nti ano yo hawa no city authorities no so mo no mutu ho anam na down floor de no eto atwa ani obabi won so leakage enkitinkite bi wom se bia bon se second floor no ana bi abehu se down floor no na baby ho ma esong akran kra be wiase ne hwafo sa leakage ni de wuchima en menum ya contractor na behwe na waye edi amom na emom se ensu atokese pa na atwia fa krom na nam se gate mosisi entie na wabowra market wode and city authorities.
I think say ya Saint Lucy Kwame biom Kwame okay there
esrona omon kata so no so no eno no me ntia se omo ye central market na e be link na enkata so no o ma pekwam le fa so na asembisa ne se central market gwe ko be 2 years ni na so omo be 2 years na ye da be na je phone so be bru omo a se eno so ya asem manfo ebisa me ne
ya ya fa boy
Kwame ya bena wase minim say some na doso by na yemrenti no we hu asem report ni abeje ni aka ni abeboabo na dasende ode abrey nti ya da wase no mre mohwe mu so ye.
Okay
Yo bye bye. Okay, to our listeners and viewers, our lines are now open. Open software will contribute to you. You feel free to do that. Joining in this talk, we all have to find ways to solve this issue, the problems that are going on in Ghana. Throughout with desperation say o to kwan akope abrabo fufro ewo baby megidi ss Ghana ho ska ho pa benso 1% wo bi no magi atawo ni ase no mu dini nyafo pese ye fro mu nyina master boss but it shouldn't be so. It was say your WhatsApp line +1 720238148 +1 720238148. Which me afraid. Sly, your dress.
Ska ya what can say ya na toda udwene ho ana moti ade. Ba ya na busa o senti so nipa bi ese de nipa no wa boni tirim poso be yesa abro no ena wa ya abro no se de nipa bi ho be kire wo mo ska ya how long ga kejetia ye dia asase ti wo so ye ho oju embre tin da ho yes ni ye bi kejetia ni na anu ani na asati liki eni na anu na asa enso ta konkofo store and sa and so to drink for Adam. Near beside sentiment, go for engineers who are where coffee, the engineer of Germany, engineer of Holland, engineer of engineer of Germany, no by when who answer said you. I was so a man soon a mere German. No, when you got the time to be a and so a bit male tree after baby.
Mr. Last week, we may say that portion. So, according to Kwame, they do have that. Some of the underground pipes and stuff, more choky, all because of a beautiful be the oil near the guma, and it's backing up the sewers. So that is part of the course too. It's year 3 and penny for near 2 year my move for so for nay or more market hormone. Say things like that, and there was on my education endorsement. They shouldn't put it in the drainage.
Scott said Dr. Chokua. Nothing else bit I would say underground ones no. I want a sauce. I will be the sauce me free no. I will be a ending. Into the iPhone, I did a year. The iPhone, I really be a chocolate better yet. Into the other side doing it because Scott, who say market now, marketing, no, Omo Tagian, Obibeto fruit, a beer the Robert Chichel, or do we are out fashion of a talking. Salomon wouldn't gun a football, and just a sandwich just winning and get it to home. It's enough here as say, I said a man will be not about Prescayami and Ghana, a woman said. Ukoka rules say ate urban rules adwuma ne say omo repair kwan nti I do say kwan e dey be repair die so that urban rules for being adwuma. This is the whole thing. It is somebody adwuma na ye in ben preko never check if you do tempo dey maintenance yes maintenance.
Yeah, Pastor Homami, we have a call on the line. Hello. Fire one. Yeah, that was it. Mr. Ordini, maybe our free.
Me de faculty, me flamo play Libya.
Mpache you, man in command.
With them say, and then if they me ba mo program no so. Na, do time be a year na me di Ghana form penny for yaw. Until the Ghana form penny for brofwa kesiye, kwa kesiye ni nyinaa. I just say. Yen ya yanko school yen yen chira wo mo de omo nye no ma yam because as you say wo mo a yen nim se wo ma ko school sakese brofo akese binum kwa ba ko school so abrochi ha no afa wo mo nim de wo so omo ye aden tinna enne Ghana bi tese yen nim de ade a e be kiya ka se we de ye papa o ye my Ghana no yen so temu nye yen kan ya nye ye hospital nye ye school nye ya kwan nye ye tese ye bi bia nye enka munya de papa ba kuma ne mo man ye nka oh tese mo de Ghana de ye bi ye nye emi hwe kura ne ye hospital ye enka eye bibi anyo bibi anye hwade se unu atunya ye market na odi anka yɛmfa ne sɛ nka biribi ketewa bi mpo na aba ho a wei ne yɛyɛ sɛ menim sɛ Ghanafoɔ mpanimfoɔ no sɛ borɔfo no a ɛyɛ a na ɔmoka no parliament hɔ no sɛ ɛno na ɛyɛ ɔmo saa o sɛ sɛ monka twi na yɛn a yɛde yɛankɔ school ne yɛsɛ yɛadene mu amoe because nansɛ yɛ na ideas mind a wɔte Kuwait ɔbɛka na social media sɛ adɛn nti na school nkɔlaa yi ntaale yi a mopam ni nyina won kran ade kokon kras ne abiade mon chamma district bia esan se ye won kora bi ho ma akora 5 years no obi ho ana na ho soso obi ho so ana wa ye tengelenge enti school atare no bi ho ya de be ba na e twitem
o chompam ni nyina one size
very good
wow
ade nti na ye chamma district bia na district kono no ensign na ne adwuma emma nipa na wa adwuma ade tie ne da parliament enti na mo try say mo no a mo wanko school ideas man na wo wanko school no a wo no de akometie akopna obi man so no ono ati atra mo no a mo kita certificate akase bu parliament ono ati atra mo nyanso so aya na me di ya wo me mu say adan nti yeni pani bi a wo ne de wo akoma pa se obaboa ye my Ghana yedi.
That is what we are hoping for. Seems so unyanya position bia na urefi wunchi intina ye bomodin said I beka empaying for ne say asetina nipa no womu nie na o share boso be ni ye nti se wakodu na urefi assign kai na yo woman formwa yo apa ye beda wase eno mre program ye na what should be e fire one but modern so be like your page now be follow you and so whenever we come live you be prompted ye pay money ye in course that is why we are doing this. So I'm glad there are people like you out there who agree with what we are doing, so always bring your contribution on to better the country. Yada wase bye bye. Well, if you're trying to call, please do so. We'll pick your call whilst we go. How Emma or Mino and Munipa? The Asman American is a penny for you in some, but I drink in Yansa in Akufo-Addo. Mean to me, who say book near Sian man bro so na edu baby and near repri who crana, I don't know. Let me take this call. Akufo-Addo the fire one, Mr. Odin baby are free.
Your friend is Gladys or say.
You are Gladys. You are Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
But
the fire insurance and a home. say Ghana for a wobe pesi ketria. Insurance one hour yet the abo with Japa de home by. And insurance companies in so bebre or more yazan for. What Triana was say, be a tone. Obetra quaya, nuti, money penny, home say, or be register with insurance company. And no can hon and if any be brave or one more Japa dear 80 shre woman. Afraid a far and honey DNA dear question. Ghana for you move brave ya bro. Unim pefe say ade we ya me ye de o house ebeba. Enso no obey e pese ne yonko ho e kire no. Say bola ye tubu gata mu ni ade sei. Wo shada bo ano because one more car says a bola nyena. Enso kakra obetua na bosome ne afa ne bola nentino. O de besi wa nsuo tono na wa kwa akohwie agu gata mu. Me kura mi fie man kwan ho enso obi timi ya bola no abeja to me gate ana say abro wo nipa bi trimu pa wo mo pese wo mo ha wo mo yonko no na fe kakra me kan say empanimfo no nso ayama wo mu dibre no o mu ntwa wo mo ani enhwe Ghana fo say wo hwe bi no mo pa nsu a wo mo nom wo Ghana ha no ma popo bi brede nwira katensuo nani na so na sika enwunu egu amanfo boto ho a eche say yempanimfo no bebre di Ghana fo nhwamo kakra America no
na mari
Islam no ma kwajo ma koso
o sha so bibisa wo muso mu wo dum so issue ni bia na
ya de na enye bebre sa because acha be 6 hours anasa da chekura no be 6 hours bi na womo aso enso womo me ate ase se womo change enhoma no ba akona che ewo so ntime kura me fie anim polisi won so womo di pol fofura ba besi wo enti no womo guso a womo sesa enhoma no me feel se enunti na ma dum so ne bana say ye dum na kura ma ya demo ama de achen say ade chen ana say nansa na 2 days de enu de enye nuru me hono na me gidi so say awrade ntie nuru hono
yo rabe ye da wase e wa dwitre no bre koswa ma ofidi no enda
yo mi tia o mo ye program na wona wo mo ye slide titru
yo
yo bye
yo bye well your callers are free. I say well person free, the lines are open, please do well to do so. If you're now joining in, please like and follow our page. We do have a YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to Fire One on YouTube. While we're doing so, you can visit both Fire One USA on Facebook and Fire One on YouTube, and follow and subscribe and like us. Mama colors have no tougher like school uniform require na minti you pa kwesi da was so free your obeka very important say school uniform anka I was say district be nyane de na it serves as an employment for omompoma de pam for all those areas this guy to bottom but say any nyina wa Accra ni etwa ni nyina one size to send your car no akwa everyone no so bi so ho a or you slim. So why is this so say any nyina of fa kwa ye cost if everyone said then or more tries man sika no more try to save a 19 or more yen sir
skanesa na meda ye call anasi in fact wama miraho the first statement no say ye penny for school na so yeah, young school in the service ska a rehosam create degrees to crow on the side normal in a sabi. Now we crowd before best 1 year 7 and I will be no the best so said your mama will yansa any idea. Except said yansa any in the food.
Well, exactly. Say da me kan some say you wo book mu nyansa ne wo fie nyansa, right?
Sanity. Nti amodi ala ka fie de na mai. Bro fo ne de o maka wo ma wie. Na fie de na ye de fie dwuma ani me hia. Fie nyansa no a ye de fie dwuma ani no mo hia. Anya de nyansa school mu de ade keka ya de. Nti ya de nyansa mo kan ska any school uniform. I have make I say I have an example. I have an experience. Those days because in school uniform Kumasi na you call a rabran you see baby you put the rabran which is in the Suabua ska na me to stadium and the rabran uniform no as a self factor ko ho no akosusu na Kumasi there nipa no ate sa contract na rabran just say wo kwa school su bebre e ho na to school uniform because headmasters for your commission and teacher for your commission. Into the contract in Yam and Nipo Bakwa, or no school uniform. No, the Yaya Kohaka Susu. And then I'm charge will be a store. Oh, friends say, please set your baby. And I feel it's also because you're born and there's a cook pizza to her. Okanaka, the home. And the tona be so a bet together, that tona be sweet. Now, you will so a fat.
Nediama. They say, yes, soon I power, now what you call.
Scalba banana and the school with Yamian what my Indian. So they down said down pepper the Alice in Yapa Mamma. It's the Okwadiana Kusu, and I said, I'm a tomb, the best of motum, then some best of motum, and I said, Bro Betty, no fanasa. Do that, the bro Betty, no, and then just so we no better. There was some motum, yeah, Chenacho.
Yeah, man, no call us. You really teach you better also. Now, me pese also with Ghana Harbour duties that you can't watch them bad and then abronye ewo Ghana MPP ni mapa ose ode na ban a etiso ebeko court nam duty charges Ghana for wa kwentu mu de niema ba edu ha ye gye mu especially cars wo wa toka no wa shepotwa ho duty de akodu Ghana. And was her by no say duties no say every say yes same cry na catch so not people will be able so to me a clear moneyama on yanesa. Now no o my car and born no ma say aton car na man we do Ghana hon. Wo na wato wadio no we tria ho card na why bibia odi akodu. Akodu area ni say aton ama. It doesn't even make any sense. Seriously, it doesn't. Yet na say more kai.
Now we get them kwa kubwa anu di matemu. Kasa captain akraka. Kwa mama me say me be court on that against the government of Ghana. Me ama buy me be samana omo. As a my custom division for do mu nyina kan. Woni mo ta me do mo court to say. E ba me say na Captain Smart. Akwa bra wa brochire. Atoka aba. Obedu ya mo say duty heavy. I'm not the sword and oh, and yes, you can hear. Captain Queen and war within 2 months. No more watching car of 4,000. I didn't tell no about Brady car, but no manifest option. I don't care. Hey, not the Panafa, the Muslim man car. Must I buy a watching car until me are buying to me support. Women support too. Nonsense you. Brady full workmen support too. Nippon ko play talk car. No says 30,000 Ghana series. So Metria. On Metria. Or train one. Or train one. Must have the car. Must have Morika. Morika, young trauma, Misaka, and I want another damn Akufo-Addo. That be chance to buy a young Bragana, your Massa. Or be too fear. Fear now, oh, Tim, no, we are tenant. Say, fear ran a crack on fear now, out to my so bomb and maybe over. So himself, Emma, not in time with a Mako cracker about I make him when I know their family on what on Cano. Car was him in 300 million. No one on 5,000. Make him what was he? 15 million. Massa, now Passage say, I didn't tell me that one family, my mother, 15 million. And I tried to go on champion. What champion, no, I'm in Tia. No, I bought all your mouth girlfriend. Nani pana sanko buchi na wa woti abosi na agide talk na ya yo defi ne bange fo gusu tua 4,000 mo se mayenka to ya wo wa ba ne be kokko say when yam ne beti wa afie duru sa wo to na hwehwe me samra ne yanyirim amanfo tisi nkrofo waye me ya ba ya sem aban ni nipa ya kasa amamu ne taw di ko fam amati mamuni abrabo adi ye no waduma na mbe yo ya me ye di milo mienu na be ka bi mame.
Well, me abronye we dey me no we adwen pepe me kra me boa na de o makokot. Yeah, because they say BBA say any idiot can go to court. So me for also me am a boy because me am too on my imagine say men she pu bibia and I many have my slice say on she pu bibia and bagana but some of our viewers comment here so almost all near money the bomodiana shifi bubra why
me ship with the makeup to look at I have an evidence during NDC time the news ought to be one of their NDC their friend to Yedu. The same incident, but a big car be do tema. Did you the two no? Went to be a tria, scar, a deep 3 months, circle, to your alcohol, to you the silly car.
And oko.
Ah, well, in a car. Oh, generate in a car. Or not about ticket.
So, Ghana and maybe anyone.
Let me tell you, just last 2 or 3 weeks. Just last 2 or 3 weeks. God, you have been in the year, was up a car for Ghana. You have 4 tourists, 4 tourists. Na yehu ye na ye bill of sales coming na yehu damage be no coming na ye $3,000 buy it now and ye to ye give bia ka ho ska 3,000 ye di taxes ni ho when ni na ka taxes o me 447 it really have to see 3,447 or the return you grab ka ho $120 ko ka ho ska e no 3,007 every 2007 okoye ditia okoye ko ditia diti no kaka di okotwa ni DC net no kwa otwa 46,000 Ghana cedi
and only we now sending brain and an esno no
definitely Honda you know we Honda pilot
and a snow back on so
Honda pilot you know we say obi ditia wa yemi mo bebe ya to fo mo bebe ho mo total raffo ni nya ni ho ska obedi te where your Honda pilot did in that snow Honda pilot did any for the cotton cry I don't know the woko try the band you know Gapua charges my shipping line charges my handling charges my agent fee my some money you my it is I won't be no almost 60 to 70,000 Ghana cedi ade
car
akupe
we nso akwan ade be fa so nye
car akupe well, Honda pilot na that's no 2018 Honda pilot. I'm talking about who years I have everything. Scout, me say, at the end of the day, you talk about money, you go ahead to 46,000. 46,000 Ghana cedi. Kabako 46,000 Ghana cedi.
Wow.
But somebody here back coming Sunday baby come casting baby and if you have three numbers. Come Sunday in Amana who wrote it.
Yeah, we'll bring it back again. Because something has to be done. Seriously. Papa Akufo-Addo when we are being for Ghana for seriously omo mutia buchi ye ni abre. Ye ni bre ni nyina say. Ye pome ni ye ni nkoso. Na se wakọ akontu makobobra na wapeka bia nka oba ubetumi edi etwa wo ho enye se ayesema na bibi nti no bidi ka na ba se bia transportation back and forth will be easier for you eninti na ye de aba enye se ye beton ni enya ho sika no it is anka obehwe mrani mu ye omo beton no should be like different from oma personal use. If you because all by beton, yeah, not this duty and stuff and wavered with this tax way, I understand that. Bank mobile use car now as personal cars, personal use. You have to do something about it. You have to. Because despite all the sikana buying electronic, this, that I understand. And which na agent be wo honoma or Jenny charges say the container charges shipping line dear my almost say asasia ye container so and also dear my and son of custom office and so eba be Jenny dear with all those gates and so do nyama be fem na epie e hod musika minim say nka mo peni ye ntina mosimu ye electronic system to help the people to be able to clear their things but still sketua no edaso wo ho enko ba bia ye besre do something about it. I know you listen. I know you've been watching us because there are somebody within a week or two. I see you doing something about it. So please do on this one because me if I remember, lines also on fire. Minim says sana you know be suti baby almost baby magani bi. Why? Because of the duties are more you too much. Please, we are pleading. Come in, Sly.
Me say last month he obi normal nipa no normal e ko no ne cars no owo mo ma 3 bags just 3 bags and owo TV 60-inch nyenu ene ayika ska because of the TV 60-inch no custom officers me yimo 1 bag e mo 3 bags o yimo 1 bag e mo 3 bags 2 oil
no so be back right
e group ntino obi TV na wo mu ntino oji obi mu ani awa it is a one year na mo man 10 million
well the name am 1,000 Ghana right
yes Nigeria ni ba ko wa say 2013 C250 eban o we are the lessons as 35 eka ho or the cars mako 4 and the second container me ship man e could do December also $8,000 for cars in the container and then normal woman I would try $8,000 I don't work out and say because a Christmas Tino
and what
you high no price on is too high 4 cars and be sir I am wonder part of you and who want you to come back open and who did you organize now we are so bad I'm say Saban.
You go be Saban. Oh boy.
There was a website na go to Krumwa Ghana Trade Hub. There was a website go to Krumwa want to me check it na kaka do aye to a ubo vrina manugum. Na yika no duty abetia yama. I mean you have an idea. Sometimes it will change. Either it will go up and it will come down a little bit on the data rate. What you say? They get together. You go be due to grab my bond data rates. Over can you say? And because of oil, I mean you can or not in the pound, and as I break come used to dollar. Why don't we focus on our city? Who you can about dollar rate? Yabba me and summer, Yama pound, dollar, euro, sefa, and say the city amount.
Then I was here assistant city because
you ever see the $20. Tiaba you say a $5,000, then it's okay.
Baby.
All this is idea prepare and look at Togo. How can Togo do free port? Look at Benin. Look at Nigeria. Ska what to mean Nigeria near Ko. Austin. And I want to be the car. 1991 Nigeria Liberto 1991 car. 1993 Nigeria Liberto. Oh Ghana you to 2010 car you see over here charge. So say Ghana you to car. And more than one kura car near Papa Crater the Ghana. If you have a marriage, you also be 60,000, 40,000. I get 2020. You're so over age. You're going to 5%, 20%, 10%.
Wow. We see here Australia Commissioner to Ghana ne comment kakro ma wo Ghana corruption issue ayekoso. Yenti na this goes out to our leaders cause that word don't mpese omo bete. But we'll keep bringing it back until there is a change. Everybody says no to corruption.
For not only is corruption illegal, but it is also immoral and clearly against Christian teachings. As an atheist, it intrigues me that for a strongly Christian country, corruption is such a problem in Ghana. It is organisations such as yours that keep the pressure on the government and politicians to address the crisis that is corruption. It is you who keep the issue in the public mind so that citizens of Ghana do not go about their daily lives accepting that corruption is normal, and that they have no alternative but to put up with it, and sometimes, sadly, become corrupted and compromised themselves. It is you who keep the debate going, educate people, suggest ways to address the problem, and call out corruption when you see it.
Call out corruption when you see it. Why can't we all say no to corruption? Call it out. It has become a norm. Anka, a Christian country, it shouldn't be so. A free yempenyu forso, edukokakitwaso, everywhere, bebia entweye. Until we say no to corruption, things will still be the same. How do we fix this as a Ghanaian? Sly.
The president can fix it about Ghana for us. But the president is even corrupt. The ministers are corrupt. The MPs are corrupt. The DCs are corrupt. And Mr. Penino or no corrupt. Better not to one of the person on your journey. It means possible. I think
it has to start from somewhere.
Somewhere, listen, I should come from the leaders. Can we compare to one? Or no Penino to manage a lot of person be by the man and our family. And it's a baby to man. No matter what blind, but we said to my person to me today. I said to make up.
The Jumana Yan Tiao was so Tiao bribe. I say,
what's that bribe? No more compare to the check of a brand and a trauma. MP, Oko promise no. What could check bribe? What I said, Oko Pedro may be a man whom you know, what will be out to ask her? Yes, how a partner of a Sayama. But if I went the brand of another white one to news as a cuckoo. All kinds of effort. One kind of sound contract amount. Until yes, I irrigate a sister from the leadership. They also say American, I'm a council in the Quran. Your mount to be Ghana. Ya don't buy. I can't you feel.
It's some for I assassinate your corrupting to know so bad will you be right?
Scott, a commissioners who come up with your Musia connection.
Okay, I don't know. Do you have one? I say it.
Scott, Mr. Ghana, you would have yet one. Because and the Brahmin pay also to a baby.
What?
Say, pay, see. Now, girls, Scout prepare. Oh, David, pay brother me. Pay the enemy to pay yet. And we hear me. Oh, pay the other scout. Oh, man, no, I just saw our more impression said.
Only your pepper.
Until the honest cover what means look. As we try one fact.
Wow.
It proved to me fashion because scam yes, I'm the man for so one pay. And this guy next yourself the fact. As you know now that is what the see pen for the bar. Now what is a connection there? Yes, connection to one we all US connection, we German connection, we Italy connection. No hand and yet embassy one of yes connection. Your two passport, Krumu happy, and apart from America, maybe I'll call visa, and also way. Ghana here for now, call visa, yes, you could be not condition my Kojama. Or Barro, they are also your boom mom. Again, I'll kind. Oh, we need lottery, crop, and who we now backwards. Can you use our question? You go in there, they ask you a lot of questions. My answers are not convinced to be denied. That's why I say, America connection be up for 5,000. Who try 5,000 and near the mama? I mean, you are near the opposite Casablanca, baby. Nebraska.
Nanya America, you be none of
that. When I Tripoli around them, you baby, I said, Jawa to our who's taking us. I saw Papa fast of a on a more serious note, to control and to deal with corruption, it should come from the leaders. If the leaders are not changing, if the leaders are not determined to be straight and to be fair and to tell the truth and to do the right thing as corruption.
So, leaders decided not to. What should the citizens do? Can they also change their ways?
Scott, okay, let me give you this scenario. Let me give you this scenario. Me ma obi a emu a ye report once a move. Intermediate agent and a near clearing agent and me clear normal. And obi mo a be free say a door to door into my catching in pass almost $5 any amount 2 bucks no memo obusia for ababeche na me ntimi ko kantre omo say agent no ka so obi tv wo mu ntino waje mo no baako ama baako na custom officer ne say or 1 million or 1,000 Ghana cedi ska agent necessary in order to fulfill my promise in the I have to pay the 10,000 Ghana cedi. Now, out of that 1,000 Ghana cedi, it's coming from those people's pockets. Maybe I'm a charm or and to me as a credit agent, even though that money is not from my pocket, but I have to pay the custom officer before I can have my peace, before I can fulfill my promise. Now, me tell me the one no mark, but at the end, say the parliament can send the duty to make 5 Ghana cedi. Now, I have to take 7 Ghana cedi, and then some charge 10 Ghana cedi. Not duty the cost. It was a credit. I said we can't. Oh, sister, I duty no cost. Me facha me. Ghana, you open no matter or your here, but at the end of the day, we try bright and some would need some more. If this thing will stop, it's from the top. Not from the bottom, because sometimes bottoms no, what from they are victims. So what from the victims. The last man, we are the victims, because in the PBB, if you PBB, I see PBB, and someone saw when I'm qua, someone saw when I'm mad. You send Sapon and Saba. In terms of what do the other two, and Sandy amount. Until they start from the leaders. The leaders have to be responsible to deal with it, to handle with it, to stop this. As they stop, the whole nation will come down. But so many years, possible. Now let's all him kakra aji before Sasiamo.
Ediama say young to go.
Ufi say your bride on the mouth. Ufi say your chairman. Your chairman. What I say? Your chairman. Garam say for winna na mukoko. Ufi say your chairman. Your chairman minister. Your chairman regional minister. Your chairman Lance and one minister. Your chairman assemblyman DC be agene or he be agene Akufo be into ono channel no jono to kura enko be into the corruption not the escape from the leaders. There someone is control.
So to me, country and state is what it is now because our leaders, one, are not helping. They are not calling out corruption. That corrupt, the mind itself is corrupt as it is. Almost your position is not a momuka. Odi to me show side, meaning say to me know what is in there and more yet what become what they have become now, because obinya position or per se obi eba no okoto no o hell no una we boss na we say so until say they will call out corruption and say no to it from the top and work it way down, and they have to pass a legislature that say corruption is illegal in the country. So if you're caught in that act now, you have to man was say ni woody.
MP for too, because MP is now a corrupt citizen.
So how do we fix this?
They can't make it a law. I'm not that law.
So then we can't call the country a Christian country in the first place. Why? Because if corruption, even the Bible talks against it. Now say accept money become a norm. Namun shamra to block it. Namun musimo you corrupt into moon to mia. And then the country shouldn't even be called a Christian country. And with the cathedral or my penny peso question, then and you're necessary.
Oh yes, and you commissioner or no free of baby at the number.
Yeah, or no cross on your Christoni. Nasaka or yeah, mu yes say ya. How will he be convinced? Thank or Mayor Christonimpo.
Oh, yeah, Christon, you. I was from Martha for some abba. Now buy the what the Scott, wherever workers are necessarily our cotu, I experience is separate of your big general contract or on this can or my visits. On this can or my visits.
So, Nyamesum na magana fuaya sa anasa, what is the cost of it? I'm finding it difficult to get this. No, Anna, what is causing all of this, and when will we learn how to say no to things that are not right?
Ska, Namisum, they were all right. But Mam can't tell Ska, it will get to a point where we Christian Mapanas and Yami and Grawachia. If God has not declared this for you, Nasa, Yaminka said be a paying cover, but my own desire and my own opinion, I feel say at the point in time, never one, now me pursue. That's a Yamin might be like, I have to pay money and get it. But if God has declared, say, way a wodia or Sabakandia, sometimes you go to certain channels, you have to sacrifice before you can get it. Because Akufo is so quiet, they will try to stop you, they will deny you, they will kick out from the way. And this guy, the leaders have to start. And before the same phrase, our phrase said, yeah, Asiano, a be a easy cry. A solo and awesome. Because here was saying the be a apostle. A solo son of Jadiano. What I said, I saw the Jadiano. Tima before Promodia, do not send Obama Black. Do not send Obama Black as a home minister, as a home Pino. Okoyado baby, a home sign Obama Black or control. No.
You know the reason why I am bringing this in is it's about time. We always talk about how the country is trash, the country is this. There was a video that I really want to, not a video, but a picture, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll hold that off till next week. I want to talk about, because of our time, we're almost wrapping up here, but I want to show this, because it seems like Ghana for your pay, superiority, me what position we, me leader this week in parliament, between the speaker and the majority leader, the whip leader, no. What went on? Me what position? So who is more superior over who? Whilst we will not do the right thing, whilst we will not call out corruption, whilst we will not try to pass legislation that will block our leaders from squandering the country's funds. Let's watch this. My hair will remember what he said.
The deputy speaker, you were insistent that members speak from their seats so that you'll be able to identify them. What I noticed is that you gather steam to make that pronouncement, and yet as the day wears on, you relax the rules. I will encourage you to be consistent with this so that everybody will speak from his seat, his or her seat. That it should not be relaxed. I will encourage you to do that. I will. But I want you to take this on board. Don't relax it. Don't relax the rules. Honorable Majority Leader, the business of government is led by you in this house. You don't lead Parliament. You lead the business of the house. You lead the majority. And you lead government business. As to the role of the speaker, you haven't reached there yet. When you get there, you do so. Please, you've been my very good friend for all these years, until I became speaker. And everybody in Ghana is doubting whether you were really my friend. I received a lot of calls about that. And I said, you are my friend, and you are still my friend, but people are doubting it. Please, don't give credence to that doubt. Especially, I have not been your friend until you became the speaker. You and I know that we are still friends. But we agree to disagree. We agree to disagree. Mr. Speaker, and with respect, majority leaders don't only act as leaders of the majority caucus, and also when their government, their party is in power as leaders of government business, a majority leader is a leader of the house. I stated it. Thank you very much. I stated it. But you are not the leader of the speaker. It looks like you are my former friend now. Before I hear you always on air disagreeing with me, and so vehement that people are doubting, is this really my friend? So I'm just drawing your attention. If you want to continue to be my friend, then you know the proper thing to do.
If I want to be your friend, or if you want to be my friend, it's mutual. It's mutual.
You have to be my friend, not to be your friend. At least I have a position in Ghana. Number 3. What is your number?
Well, at least he has a position in Ghana. What is your number? He's number 3. When the president and the vice are not there, he is 3rd in position. What is your number? So meaning you have no right to argue with him. He does what he wants, and he sets the rule. Okay, Mr. Speaker, I've got a news for you. You know what is right? And so, I am challenging you, as a Ghanaian, to pass through a legislature in Parliament on corruption. Pass a law that will help the country. We need that country changed. It's just like your leaders go on there, spend time on unnecessary talk. Who is superior over who? Who has position over who? Who is the leader of who? But the right thing to do, the right legislatures to be passed, and to me agree on that to do. Should superiority matter in the state of the country right now? Things are not going well. Hospitals in yet, insure problem, canea problem, aduane system nimu, harbor issues, your drainage system. There are a lot. Corruption, a crisis, Ghana. When will all this be solved? Sly, memo abemu, ne abone tofa. Because we are kasi etnawa, yabeka sa enkosi hwe.
Scamming video Mishipa, come when a friend said to me, like a whole leader, you call yourself the number 3 and argue with a majority leader in parliament.
So now they are former friends.
Holding on business, which time that you guys supposed to be thinking about the nation, just argue about friendship. Who's supposed to be whose friends? They were friends. Now, no, we are number 3 here. These are part of the corruption you can want to know. So, or you're number 3, which in statement I'll say, you have to try to be my friend.
Seems to be opposition.
What I said?
What is your number?
Sir, and before you can get something from him, you have to praise him. How do you praise somebody? Sometimes not just by words, it's by action. I don't need to watch some more. It is a walk up and you be tired. Scott is so you be man kanakuma. I thought they open on sack. This is some of the things we are talking about. It's even among the leaders in the crowd, they have to bribe each other.
Yeah.
Before they can get to somewhere. When I say that you want some of a kaya, you know, I wouldn't go for before me, not end this for me and every. You be a city bottom, it's almost to a man or to see one. Obiakaka. Obviously, I promise you Lampusa. Obviously, I promise you the contract. Obviously, I promise you Skabi. Obviously, I'm an assassin. Obviously, I'm Yamano. Obiamani, if you cry to be a girlfriends.
Even budget I can't want some man. Nipami and Sa decide to stay at home, not to go and vote, pass it through, no. Who knows what they've been promised, or what the money they've taken for that, not to show up. While someone said that day, you guys are going to vote on the budget.
What's up here? So a man about 2 hours so when this is for me to my people for living tonight. What's up here? What's up here? You told me to me and Zawabaka. What's up here? These are some of the political thing now. Yeah. And no bribe the videos. Bribe the corruption that you can want some. The bribery and corruption, these are the form. Go ahead. Scan format the fashion or FKK. FKK. Offer because of the UK or say because someone in the call medical checkup. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. It is coming about the tougher. Yes, sir. I am my painful and your mocasa. Yes, sir. The leaders have to be on, by some job in the simple. The friend of Masabra corruption, you could try through one. It starts from them. For things like this, they are doing. For things like this, they are saying. For things like this, they are arguing. And no, and the boy am I yet to for your head and your yibi. Because you see your dear chino, who will be kind and cheap. And it's a one auntie and a chatia, sir. If you say, maybe I will do the same chatia, yes, you have a chatia, sir. Name Mukocha, a rebel. Yes, sir, you be a mine. No money, name no. Bravo, assassin, dear. To my mufona maso jina mamu koda ne bia mo mra wo mo fansia ni open says I guarantee adwuma no aba no be bibia fa ho na mi shiro bibia da se ne bi hye me reba ye beda wase e no wo mre ba Ghana for ye do man you masema da meka no ye do oman no ye pe oman ni ye die mama sending comment me sorry something to me unkind e bi ende we did get an abhorrent comment from last week's shows too. I will have time to read that out. We just love this country, and we want the country to do better. We just don't want just our politicians, to enjoy life and take all the good things of the country whilst people are suffering, whilst people are going through injustice, whilst things are not right. Yabesre yempenyin for. Munye humbibi ematimemfo no muni ahemfo ni nhia na mohwe kwan befa so a mobema abrabo na aye easy ama the people in Ghana mo behwe yen mo betie yen yeda munyina ase yaboafo e wo Ghana ani krom ha nyinara ye woda sende hwe ho so ye and show love to somebody out there yakramo
Yeni anoma ye fenso so de pa manone no bebre no na wiri won kwa esne wona okodro ye nyankopon se enko asom na ye so na fedi ye di kwa wie ye nisremo o mai bebre be aye bia mana ye yeso ye dri yeso mai ga na yeso ye betumi aya mana ye o mai biti se Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, China, Dubai, any of my own do be a power yasun one more mentioned many out
Good evening, Ghana. It's Sika on the Fire One Political Show.
Ghana man penny when you penny for a man many now sorry waka. Na yesu o mai mwe ni enya kopon fa ho mobro o mai mobo no ma menya muto